I'm not talking about your Johnson, bro. Alright? Put it away. I'm talking about why you're not achieving the things you want to achieve. Politics matter. Shut up. That's gonna fix all of your problems for the rest of your life. You could stop the video right now, walk away and apply this, and you'll be good. You wanna say something? There he is, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, y'all. Size matters. I know what you're thinking. No, this is not no horny video, bro. Alright? So if you're one of those, y'all can head out now. Alright? This does have a lot of meaning and impact, though, of what we're gonna get into. But y'all can see. Am I good over here? It's a beautiful ass day out, alright? The sun's chucking. I got the AC on and shit, but it's hot out. Alright? Boys get out down there in the sun and all that, so, don't mind me, little. Sun's out. It's nice out, bro. It's summer. I know. You know what's crazy, bro? Last time I made one of these videos, bro. Dead winter, bro. It's literally like 6 months ago. I'm appalled, bro. That's my fault, for real. Because I said I was going to get on that, and I didn't. There's been a lot of big changes in the business and stuff like that. Your boy really out here doing it. So, we're going to get into that, though, in a bit. So, size matters. Size matters, right? What am I talking about? I'm not talking about your Johnson, bro. Alright? Put it away. Put it away. It's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about why you're not achieving the things you want to achieve in any aspect of your life, right? So there are kind of main ones like fitness or health, relationships, dating, business, finances, right? This is something that can apply to everybody. Size matters. How can we apply size to these things? Or better yet, let's dive into what you're doing wrong when it comes to size, and why you're being small, why you're playing small, why you are small. You're being a bitch, and not the pretty kind. So to dive right into it, let's start with fitness, because I'm a fitness coach, right? I'm a fitness and mindset coach. So let's start with fitness. I'm gonna have to switch sides because I'm already. I'm not doing all that. Why does size matter in the gym? Let's get a little. How can you apply size to gym? Get your notes ready. Get like, cause this shit's about to get deep for real. This is beyond your gutter mind size kind of thing. All right. Right now, you're fat, or right now, you're skinny. You're playing small, right? You are this way, this undesirable way, because you've fallen to your lowest level of standards. Everybody is at their lowest level of standards, whether that's believable or not. A lot of people quick to judge this and that. Right now, I don't know how I look on cam, right? Yeah, I got the knockers out and all that, but it's just hot out. I'm just being me, right? I may look back on this video and be like, dang, I gotta delete that because I don't look swole like I do after I get a pump, right? Doesn't matter. I'm at my lowest standard of acceptance when it comes to my physicality. That's just how everybody is. So you are here, you're a fat motherfucker, or you're a skinny bitch because you've accepted that as your identity. Your identity is tied to these things. You just believe, that's a good word. You just believe that you are skinny or are fat. Kind of like never mind. So you're playing small because you are these things. Okay. Well, you are these things because in the past, 90 days ago, 12 months ago, 2, 3, 5 years ago, you were a certain way then, and you just accepted it as well, right? You accepted that you're just fat, you're just skinny. So it locked in your identity, which proved your belief that you are this thing. You are fat, you are skinny. You're playing small. You're thinking small. Sorry, I got ads blasting in my ear right now. How do we change that? How do we stop being fat, stop being skinny? You can go to another coach, right? You can go to another coach, you can get a little plan, you can go to my gym and pay one of the trainers $150 an hour minimum. I know that's crazy work. You want to say hi? Stand up, come say hi. Stand up. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, go lay down, You can go to these, personal training routines and go to the gym, but you're forcing physical action. I'll write that down too. You're forcing physical action to change identity, which is an internal state. Your identity is tied to your beliefs, but it is an internal state. So how is just going to the gym going to get you from skinny to, let's do this, jacked? Oh my god. Jacked sick cunt. Do I even bother, bro? Let's try it. It's trying to tell me something, yo. It's trying to tell you something. Take notes, pay attention. You're trying to take physical action to change an internal state. That's the problem, okay? You're playing small in gym by taking physical action to change the internal state. I'd say this all the time. I say it to clients, non-clients, people in my life, family, friends, relationships, whatever it may be. You cannot, because people have problems, right? People have big fucking problems. You have had or are having big fucking problems. This what I'm about to tell you applies to any problem you've ever faced or ever will face. You cannot change an internal thing, state, or problem with external factors. Let me put it simply. You cannot, I'm gonna write it down. You cannot fix internal problems. All problems are internal. We're gonna get to that too. With external solutions. Can y'all see it? Take a screenshot, write that shit down. That's gonna fix all of your problems for the rest of your life. You could stop the video right now, walk away and apply this, and you'll be good. Bro said facts. Y'all heard him. So you're playing what you think is big because you're taking action. You go to the gym. It's Monday. Bus out. 5 p.m. Everybody there after work. Look at me. Everyone's in the mindset, the grind set. We doing it. A hustler is a lot different from a millionaire. Let that sink in. You're glorifying hustling. It's a trap. It focuses on just physical action. That's a problem. That's why you're going in loops, in spirals. I've tried this trainer. I've tried this routine before. I've tried this diet. And it doesn't fucking work. Why? Because these are external solutions to internal problems. Interesting. That's heat, bro. That is heat. That's heat. Let's move on to the next example. Jesus Christ, bro. Y'all got me right now. I'm gonna do like 1 or 2 more examples, and then I'm gonna show y'all how to fix it. Because for some of y'all, like, it doesn't click right away. I get it. When I'm learning, like, I'm dyslexic as fuck. I only went to high school. You know, I was in all the college prep classes, graduated with like C's and D's and shit like that. You know what I mean? I was cool there, but regardless, point. Learning is different for different people. So for me, it's like when I hear things from different angles, that's what helps me really understand and get it. Let's talk about dating. Dating is very internal and can be fixed internally. So right now, you're a shawty, right? Or you're a bro. And the first thing you're doing is wrong. You're looking for someone. You're looking for the right one. Or even just... Nah, we're not going to get there. We're not going to go there. You're looking for a person, right? The shawties love to say, there's no good guys. They're all dogs. They all want me for the same thing, right? Why is it that they are always the ones attracting and still going with those types of guys anyway? Like here we got Chadley, right? And Chadley's a dog. Chadley's an absolute dog. We're gonna put the dog ears on him, the little nose and shit. My man's just trying to hit, and he will do anything. He's gonna tell her he loves her. He's gonna text her at night, every night, this and that, baby girl, this and that. Ooh, banger. And because she has this idea of who she's looking for, right? She falls for Chadley. Chadley hits and dips. Now Chadley's gone. She's down bad. She's bugging. It confirms her belief. Interesting. It's gonna go full circle, y'all. It's cyclical. Now she's looking again to fill this void or to get the right one this time. But the Chadley incident just confirmed her belief, which is a negative outlook on dating. All guys are dogs. All they want is the same thing. So it repeats. Now we have fucking Bradley. Uh-oh. Everybody know Bradley is an absolute hound, bro. That man, we don't even want to talk about what he be doing. So he does the same thing because it's a cycle, y'all. It's a cycle. Where is the problem coming from in her experience? I'm gonna give you a second to think about it. It should be easy. Is it the guys she's dating? Is it what she's looking for? She's looking for the one, a good guy, a nice person. These guys, you know, there's good people out there, right? If you're watching right now, you're one of them. If you're one of them, subscribe. That was a little corny, my fault, but... Or is it Bradley? The one guy out of the hundreds or thousands of guys she's talked with, messaged, or just that are out there in general. Where is the problem coming from? If you guessed her, you're right. You're fucking right. Oh my god. Why? She's not a bad person, right? She's pretty, she's cool. You're pretty, you're cool. You're what you're looking for isn't the problem. You're looking for the right guy, your intentions are good, your intentions are pure. The people out there are not the problem. Brad and Chad are not the problem. So it comes back to you. Why are you the problem? Because you are the creator of these experiences. You are the one creating what you're looking for, right? Look, you're a little sad. You're the one choosing which guys to entertain, which happens to be these people, Bradley and Chadley, because you were attracting these based on your beliefs. You fucked up when you said all guys are dogs. They all want the same thing. Because you just put a spell on yourself, I guess, for lack of better terms. I try to keep this as woo-woo-less as possible. But for this example, let's just say you're putting a spell out there on yourself because you genuinely believe that all guys are dogs. I mean, easily extrapolate this into my man's over here. He really out here just looking for the one. He a good dude. He's, my man wear the button up. My man go to the gym, go to work, makes a decent amount of money. You know what I'm saying? Like driving all right whip, about to upgrade that. Like that's a humble ass, good ass dude. That's a good ass dude. That's you, bro. You're a good ass dude. But your belief, let's do bird's belief and man's belief, is that all shotties are hoes. So of course you're gonna attract hoes. Of course you're gonna attract cheaters. Of course you're gonna mess around with birds who don't want relationships. I've seen it all. I've experienced it all. I understand. I'm gonna give you the solution to all these problems. One more time, real quick. We're gonna go over business. This one's gonna be a little bit tricky because a lot of y'all be working jobs. I would love to know if I have business owners watching me, because I left my job 6 months ago to go all in on my online coaching business and brand holistically. And I feel like I'm the only one my age who's doing this. Even the closest bros, they're all at jobs, bro. Like we're like, it's crazy. So, business. Why does size matter in business? How are you playing small right now in business? Even at your job. This can even apply to your job, right? So, this is you. Looking strong and swole because you go to the gym and you got a Coach Keed split. At work, you get a little BK hat on your ass because you work at BK, right? Or you run a brand called BK, whatever, doesn't matter. You're playing small. You have, we'll categorize types of goals, all right? All right, bro. Goal type 1. Goal type 1 is something you've done before, or you know how to do from A to B, right? You know how to get from A to B, and you're knowledgeable on it. Knowledge. and it's something you look at this goal, right, and you're like, that's achievable, I can do that. This is where I feel alone, bro, except for the bros, but this is where I feel alone. Everybody does this type of goal. How fucking boring is that? Why is that boring? Because you know how to make 3K a month. You just go to work. You just go to work and get 3K a month, right? But maybe you want to go beyond that and do 5K a month because your old man's told you about the S&P 500 or the Berkshire stocks, right? And he's like, oh, bet if you start trading, you put in a little bit, you'll go up, passive income, whatever. That's not going to get you 5K a month, but you start looking into it because you're like, oh, that's kind of cool. That's a cool idea. I like that idea. You start looking up trading videos. You find out about day trading, right? You watch TJR, and you're like, oh, yo, day trading, that's sick. Bro got to X amount of money, that's dope. Now you're inspired, you're fired up. You're like, I can get to 5K trading with 3K a month. Like I can get 2K in 1 month from day trading, right? Risk management, like this and that, right? It's all cool stuff. You're educating yourself. You're educated on this. You know how to get from 3K to 5K. Goal type 2. Can y'all read that? You know nothing about how to get from A to Z because you are so far away from Z. It is unfathomable. Before anything else pops up, size fucking matters. You're playing small. I could potentially put in another 5 to 10 hours a week trading, studying, learning, and getting to 5K a month. Or you could start that business you've always wanted to start. Your fucking little, I don't know, your little Etsy shop, your little, brand scaling business, your little clothing brand, right? All things I've done. You could start that shit and say, what does that life really look like? Do you want a little 10K a little month, little something? Or do you want to be making 500K a year? $1 million a year? You got to think about it. And that's the crazy thing is like, it's so easy to think about what you really want your life to look like. But you immediately get stopped by your current limiting beliefs. Bro, this shit popping off with the song right now. Perfect timing. You sit there daydreaming at BK. This was me. Ready? Little backstory. This was me. I was out here, depressed as a motherfucker, sweeping the floors that people pissing on, shit on the toilet, shit in the sink, things that I didn't think were fucking possible on the other end of the spectrum. Depressed as fuck. I'm like, I just know, right? I just know deep down that This bullshit is not me. It's not me. And yet here I am being this person every single day. Frustrated as fuck, stuck in a loop, stuck in a circle. It's cyclical. My belief at the time was that this is what I knew how to do. So I can only achieve what I know. What a bullshit excuse. I mean, straight up, what a bullshit excuse. But it's like everybody around me, bro, on a day-to-day basis. This is why I just like the woods, bro. Like, just catch me out there in the sun, under the trees, bro, with the bugs and bullshit, bro. Out here with the dog, bro. We just live in life, bro. Present, in the moment. All answers are in nature, bro. All answers are in nature. You're stuck in a cycle of seasons too, but they're coming from here. Your limiting beliefs. You're playing small. You're getting small fucking results because you're the thing that starts and interrupts and gets in between the cycle is a choice. Your beliefs are choices. So, that may be a shocker to some people, right? Or that might just make a lot of sense. One of the first things I do with my clients on week 1 is I have them, you can do this right now for free, right? Again, game for free. A journal prompt. A journal prompt. Your beliefs, and you split the column, you split the page down the middle. On one side, you got beliefs that serve. On the other side, you got beliefs that control you. Now you know, first of all, your belief right now may be that your beliefs are not malleable. No, just this is the way that it is. Let me ask you this. What if I told you that God doesn't exist? How does that make you feel? How does that make you feel? I know what you're thinking. I believe in God, alright? I think everybody should, at least in a higher power, whatever you want to call it, that's cool. I just say that because that emotion that you felt, there's a little spike right there. You're like, what did this man just say? What is this man teaching? It almost just discredited everything I've ever said. To some of y'all, right? Your belief in God is a choice. Why do I think everybody should believe in God or a higher power? Because it gives you a teammate in life. It gives you an easy conceptualization of things you need to surrender to. Because you can't control everything, right? But you can work with the laws of life that create and run the universe. You know, gravity is one of them, this and that. I'm about to go off on a tangent, so let's get back to it. Now that you know your beliefs are malleable in their choices, go back as you've had some of your beliefs as long as you've been conscious in life. It's a fact. Write down your beliefs. God exists. That serves me because in no way does God existing hurt me in any way in life versus let's not get crazy, but politics matter. Ooh, Shut up. This is one that, you know, if you're conservative, you'd be writing this over here, but you'd be wrong. Or if you're liberal, 4 years ago, 3 years ago, you'd be writing this over here. That's a problem. That's a problem. The fact that politics matter in your life is a belief that controls you, because now you're putting things that happen in your life into someone else's hands, and if that is not God's, then scratch that. So continue, so on and so forth. You want to find your core beliefs though, right? I used to think luck matters. I have a weird perspective on luck now. I think you create your own luck. I've always kind of thought that, but that now, every circumstance where I need to progress is luck based. That is a belief that controls me. Versus now, I believe in general, the universe works for me. So if something really fucked happens, which it does, right? It does. A lot less so now though, because we on our angel arc, right? But subscribe and join me for angel arc, brother. Yes, sir. Now, no matter what happens, I know that what happens to me is either an amazing blessing or a lesson I can learn from. Some really fucked up shit happens, the first thing I think is, what is this teaching me? 6, 7, 8 months ago, I just thought, this is fucked. Why am I going through this? Why me? Why me? Murphy's Law had ass, right? So let's get to how you can fix your limiting beliefs. This is one way. Observing it is the first step, okay? I wanna just party. Limiting beliefs are why you're small in the gym. Limiting beliefs are why you are not with the person of your dreams. Limiting beliefs is why you're not making $35K a month. Limiting beliefs is why you sound like a bitch. Let's get back to the gym. That's supposed kind of looks like, what does that look like? Loch Ness Monster. No, it's a bicep, bro. Come on. Real quick. It could be both. Fuck it, whatever you want it to be. We're talking about the gym. Why does size matter in the gym? You're a man. You're a fucking man. Right? If you're small and you're a man, how you finna say shit with your chest? How you finna mean it, bro? Come on. How you finna, you know? How you finna stand up for yourself? You see someone getting bullied, bro? How you finna say something about it? You're going in for a job interview? You don't have little chest, you don't have your shoulders poking out a little bit? You're hunched over? You feel like a underdeveloped, bro. I have been that person. I was a skinny motherfucker, bro. I was underweight whole life, all of high school, all of middle school, all of elementary school, bro. I just thought it was circumstance, this and that. I mean, you're a kid, whatever. Up until you're 18, this and that. I get it, bro. Whatever. Not really my fault, but it is my fault. You know what I mean? But let's not put that obligation on the jits. You're a man. You need confidence as a man. You cannot play big in any other aspect of your life if you do not have fucking confidence as a man. You're a shoddy. If you are overweight as a shoddy, or you are anorexic as a shoddy. It's the same thing. Confidence. Your looks as a woman affect you so much more than a guy. And that's hard to say as a guy because of how much looks affect guys as well. But it's a different kind of effect, you know what I mean? If a girl feels ugly, it's going to hold her back the rest of her life. You can change that with identity, beliefs, introspection, how you see yourself. Go to the gym, and don't just go to the gym and take this action. Your action needs to be inspired. Inspired action. Don't ever fucking take action again until you are inspired by your ideal self. Alright? If you want to do this work, I do all of this within my coaching business anyway. 12 weeks, something new each week, whether it be a journal prompt or a meditation. If you're a high performer looking to take it to the next level and you know there's more to life than what you've been through, DM your boy on Graham. It'll be in the description somewhere. And I'm affordable as fuck right now. That's going to change soon. Big things in the business here. So, take the gym and go to the gym inspired. You need to be like, you need to see your ideal version of yourself. Every single time you go to the gym. Don't just go to the gym because you know you shouldn't. It's time. Yeah, if you're starting and you've never been before and you're getting a feel for it, this work's going to be a little bit trickier, but you're at the start of an amazing, life-changing journey, right? Fucking yoked. Is this what you want to look like? Right? As a bro. Maybe you got hair and luscious locks like me, though. That's a stud. That's a stud. Who's that? Who's that handsome young man? You need to know your ideal self. You need to meet your ideal self. Again, we do that in my programs, journaling, meditations. You meet this version of yourself, whether you be a shoddy too. You meet this version of yourself. You need to have a very clear image. Goal setting, we do that as well. If you cannot sit here after this video, after all this shit resonated with you, right? And you can't sit down for 30 minutes, hour and a half, and journal what your ideal self looks like, then you have a problem. You are too far gone, brother. You are too far gone. Like, click off the video type shit, because this video is for people who are finna take action, bro. I'm a cheat too. Alright, whatever. So, you meet this ideal version of yourself. You need to know what they look like. I looked in the mirror when I was in like 5th grade, and I saw this body I have today. And I just knew, bro, it was a dream. It was a fantasy excluding logic. It was a 2 type goal. Bro, this shit ties together because it's fucking, it matters. It's connected. It's a system. The universe works in this way. I wasn't at a type 1 goal as a jit in 5th grade. Skinner's, thinner's, fucking little boy, right? And I wasn't like, okay, I'm going to start going to the gym 3 days a week. I'm going to start with a caloric surplus. No, bro. I just looked in the mirror every fucking day and was like, that is me. That is me. Bro, I saw the exact image. Maybe the hair was a little different. Nah, I've always had long hair. I saw this motherfucker in the mirror looking back at me. Proud. Happy. overcome from all the bullshit legit went through, bruh. Crazy, unspeakable things that young man went through. But because I came out of it looking like a sick cunt, I just knew, bro. I just knew. Same thing as a shoddy, bro. It's the same thing. Type 2 goals. It's not a delusion. It is at the beginning because it's a dream. It's a goal. But that's what it is. You need to work towards it. So going into the gym, you need to know, not think and work towards. You need to know what the version of you who goes every day looks like, who just is and is not working towards something bigger or better. There's a grass is greener on the other side, and no. When this, when that, once I, no. Act and be that person today. In dating, are you a person who is married, has kids, is cuffed? Or are you still that person? Let's put it into perspective like this. Right now, you go on a couple dates, you hook up every once in a while, you're always attracting these motherfuckers. Sick of it. These motherfuckers playing with my heart, playing with my balls. Sorry, that was a little aggressive. But that is who you are being right now. That is who you are, right? You feel lost, lonely, confused, but you want someone who is whole, who is complete, who is fulfilled, right? Ringing a bell? It's almost like we're in this experience together. It's almost like your boy has been through it. It's almost like I know you've been through it. And you know the answer. But you just gotta hear it. You need to see this version of yourself. Cuffed. With the jits. Running around. Little farm crib. You got the little jits running around, having a good ass time. You got the fam, you got the dogs running around, right? I'm not even finna, cause I'm gonna get carried away. You got the dogs and shit. You got the fam. Like, when this person who you are trying to be, the little enlightenment Johns and the halos. Does this version of yourself believe that all birds are hoes, that all guys are dogs? Or does that not even fucking matter because you wake up every day next to and with your family? Obviously not. How did this person come from 100% dogs and hoes? They didn't. It's because the beliefs of that version of yourself don't align with the person that you're being now, which is all guys are hoes. All whatever. You know what I meant to say. Change your beliefs. Change the person you are being. Play big. Stop playing small. Size fucking matters. Which gets me tight, bro, because that was me. Playing small. It's wondering, I just a victim of my environment. Everybody, bro. Crazy. Once your boys start doing good on TikTok, they be commenting, "Daddy's money head." I'm like, yo, some of the TikTok comments is so funny, bro. So funny. I've never got hate comments until like probably a couple months ago by now. Cause your boy doing good finally, bro. And it's like, it's just the funniest thing to see some shit like that, bro. It's crazy. But the old version of me would have sat there typing on like, "Oh no, fuck you," like, "Oh, you wouldn't understand it." Like, No, that's not the ideal version of myself. That's not what he would do, right? When I get a hate comment, even if it's true, bro, that shit doesn't affect me because I sit there and I look at the comment. You get that little, whoa, a little too real. Sometimes, not really, but. And then I ask myself, what would my ideal self do? My ideal self gets so many comments of all ends of the spectrum that he doesn't even see this comment. So he doesn't reply. I usually reply though. I tell people stay blessed, this and that. Your boy bought it. So, size matters because you're shooting too low. We are all playing from our lowest standards. Like, I'm not perfect, bro. I fuck up every single day. I have a B-type goal that I'm just pursuing. And it's very personal to me, and it means a lot because of the shit your boy been through. Size matters because you're falling to that low standard, your lowest level of standard. And acceptance. You just accept what is and what has been, and you don't understand that you created that reality that you're in. Let's change that. Let's dream big. Here we go. Oh my god. You can't make this shit up, yo. What we got playing, y'all? What we got playing? At the headphones chart? Didn't add? They really just fucked up.